Jack and the Beanstalk.
Jack and his mother lived in a humble cottage at the edge of a small village. They had fallen on hard times, with nothing left but their beloved cow, Milky White. Desperate for money, Jack's mother asked him to sell the cow in the market, hoping it would be enough to buy food for a few days. Little did they know, this decision would change their lives forever. Jack headed to the market, hoping to get a good price for Milky White. But instead, he met a strange man who offered him 5 magical beans in exchange for the cow. The man insisted these beans would bring Jack more fortune than he could ever imagine, tempting the boy's curiosity despite his mother's warnings. When Jack returned home with the beans, his mother was furious. She scolded him for trading their only source of income for worthless beans and threw them out of the window in anger. They had no idea that these seemingly ordinary beans held a magic that would soon sprout a world beyond their wildest dreams. To Jack's astonishment, the beans had sprouted overnight into a massive beanstalk that reached far into the sky. Its immense size and strength left Jack in awe. Without a second thought, Jack decided to climb the beanstalk to see where it led, his heart pounding with excitement and a touch of fear. Jack climbed higher and higher until he reached the top of the beanstalk. There he found himself in a mysterious land above the clouds, with a grand castle looming in the distance. The air was filled with a sense of magic and wonder, urging Jack to explore this unknown world that seemed to promise untold riches and adventures. Jack arrived at the castle where everything was gigantic. He cautiously entered, marveling at the sheer size of everything. The walls were adorned with glittering jewels and treasures beyond his imagination, making him wonder who or what could possibly live in such a place. Jack snuck inside the castle and saw a giant feasting at a massive table. Terrified but determined, Jack hid and watched as the giant ate, hoping for a chance to find something valuable to take back home. The giant's booming voice and powerful presence made Jack's heart race, but he knew he had to stay hidden and brave to achieve his goal. While the giant was distracted, Jack noticed a golden hen perched nearby. Remembering the stories of hens that laid golden eggs, Jack realized this could save his family from poverty. He carefully took the hen and started to leave, his hands trembling with excitement as he imagined the wealth this magical creature could bring. But as Jack turned to leave, the hen clucked loudly, alerting the giant. Furious, the giant chased Jack through the castle, his thunderous footsteps echoing as Jack sprinted for the beanstalk. Jack could feel the ground trembling beneath him, and he knew he had to move faster if he was to escape the giant's wrath, with the golden hen tucked safely under his arm. Jack hurried down the beanstalk, but the giant was not far behind, and Jack knew he had to act fast to save himself and his family. Each step down was a race against time, with the beanstalk swaying under the giant's massive weight, threatening to collapse at any moment. As soon as Jack reached the ground, he grabbed an axe and began chopping down the beanstalk. The giant was almost upon him, but just in time, the beanstalk began to fall, sending the giant plummeting down with it. Jack's heart pounded in his chest as he watched the beanstalk topple, knowing that this was his only chance to end the giant's pursuit for good. With a mighty crash, the beanstalk and the giant fell to the ground, never to rise again. Jack's mother ran out to embrace him, relieved that her son was safe and the danger had passed. Together, they looked at the fallen giant, realizing that their lives would never be the same after this extraordinary adventure. The golden hen soon began laying golden eggs, just as Jack had hoped. With this newfound wealth, Jack and his mother were able to live comfortably and happily for the rest of their lives. The once empty cottage was now filled with joy and prosperity, a testament to Jack's courage and the magic that had come into their lives. Jack's bravery was celebrated by the entire village. Thanks to the golden hen, they were no longer poor, and their troubles seemed like a distant memory. The villagers gathered to celebrate, and Jack was hailed as a hero, his tale of adventure and magic inspiring everyone who heard it. With their worries behind them, Jack and his mother looked forward to a bright and happy future. They knew they would always cherish the adventure that had brought them so much more than just wealth. It had brought them hope and a new beginning. As the sun set on their peaceful home, they smiled, knowing that they were finally free from the shadows of their past struggles. The moral of Jack and the Beanstalk is about making the best of a bad situation and seizing opportunities when they arise. Faced with poverty, Jack takes a risk by trading his cow for magic beans, showing that even in tough times, there can be unexpected chances for success. When the beanstalk grows, Jack doesn't hesitate. He climbs it and discovers the giant's lair, where he bravely takes the treasure. Through his actions, Jack demonstrates that those who are willing to take advantage of opportunities, even in difficult circumstances, can turn their fortunes around.